If you have Pipedrive's calendar sync turned on, there's a setting that could be silently deleting events from your Google and Outlook calendar without you realizing it. Not just deleting these events in Pipedrive, I'm talking deleting these events from your actual calendar with cancellation notifications sent to every invitee. I've seen this happen and it is a mess to clean up. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly which setting is causing this issue, how to fix it if you're already in this situation, and the settings I recommend instead so you never have to deal with this again. To get to calendar sync settings, click on your icon, followed by personal preferences, and then calendar sync, and then edit your calendar sync settings. And today we're going to focus on the type of sync as well as the advanced settings at the bottom. But I'm going to start with the sync type. Most users choose to use two-way sync. But when you do this, all of your events on your external calendar sync to Pipedrive as activities. But for most people, this is a huge pain because you don't typically need an activity to remind you to attend, for example, an internal meeting. And then what can happen is in your activities, you can start to get a ton of activities that are to do that no one ever marks as done. And then if one day you or a new user come into Pipedrive and decide you want to clean up overdue old activities that aren't really relevant or needed in the system, you may select a bunch of these activities and then choose to delete those items in Pipedrive. But when you delete those items in Pipedrive, you're not only deleting them in Pipedrive, you are also deleting them in your Google or Outlook calendar. So I'm going to go ahead and select the rest of these. So all of these tasks correspond to all of the events you see here in my Google Calendar. And if I go ahead and delete these items, I am also deleting them in my calendar in Google. They are all gone. To put it lightly, it's a mess. But if you're already in this mess, there is a fix, which I'll show you up next. And we'll also confirm your recommended calendar sync settings so that you never end up in this mess again. If you're brand new to Pipedrive and you want to try it out for a full 30 days for free, sign up using my partner link, which I've included in the description below. Again, using that link will get you a full month for free. Already signed up for Pipedrive? If you want me to request a trial extension, fill out the form linked in the description below. So that it's really easy to access, I've also linked that form as a pinned comment. So you should see it right at the top of the comment section. Now, with that out of the way, let's get back to the demo. So if you just found out that you or another user deleted a bunch of activities that deleted those events from your calendar, you can restore them for up to 30 days. To do that, you're going to click the three dots and then you're going to click Restore Data. You're going to go to your activities and then you will select all of the activities that you want to restore. Once you have them selected, you'll click Restore Activities, and then that's going to bring those activities both to your activities queue in Pipedrive and also to your calendar. Now, if it wasn't obvious already, if you are going to have calendar sync turned on, I highly recommend you only do one-way sync rather than two-way sync. That is going to prevent anything from accidentally getting deleted out of your Google or Outlook calendar. Now let's talk about the advanced settings. So here you can either choose to include contact information and deal information in the calendar events, or you can choose don't, and you can choose to exclude it. But if you're using calendar sync and you are excluding those details, you're going to have pretty much no information in the events in your calendar, making it somewhat useless. Here are a couple of examples. Over here in the calendar, here is what an event looks like if contact and deal information is not included. It just says, quote, follow up. I have no idea with whom I'm supposed to follow up or how I should do it. However, if you have this setting turned on, then you're going to get the deal information, the contact information, and any participants in the deal listed in that event. The reasons Pipedrive tells you not to include this information by default is it can be a security concern if you are inviting external users to those calendar events. For example, in this event, if I had invited another user, I am exposing the deal information, the contact person name, and phone number to anyone else that is included on this calendar invite. The other reason is that once this event is created, these details aren't going to get updated. So let's say that I find out that Thomas actually has a different phone number. This isn't the correct phone number for him. If I go and update this deal here with the new phone number, which I will just end this way so it's very easy to tell, this update is not going to sync to the event that has already been created. So back in my calendar here, even if I refresh and open this up, it's still got the old phone number because that is how this sync works. When I go to create a new activity, yes, then the new information will sync correctly. It's just not going to update any events that have already been created. But so you can see what it would look like in the future. When you create a new activity, that one is going to show up with the updated details. So here you can see that it has that updated phone number. There you have it. With Pipedrive's calendar sync feature, remember, two-way sync creates a way for events to be accidentally deleted from your Google or Outlook calendar. That's why I only recommend turning on the one-way sync. And while I do recommend you sync info about linked contacts and deals, remember, it's a one-time sync, so that info is not updated dynamically. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to be notified when new videos drop, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments section. Let me know what your biggest frustration is with Pipedrive today. It may just be that there's an easy fix. On the other hand, my absolute favorite feature in Pipedrive is email sync. Check out this video to find out why and ensure you have that feature configured optimally. As always, thanks so much for watching today, and I'll see you in the next one.